I don't like what I see when I look in the mirror, and I want to be very clear about what I mean when I say that. This isn't self-criticism, it isn't self-rejection, it isn't low self-worth or lack of self-love. I'm not looking at myself with any kind of cruelty, I'm actually looking at myself with recognition and with honesty. Because the woman I see reflected back at me doesn't feel like an accurate reflection of the woman I've become on the inside. And the more honest I've become with myself, the more obvious that gap feels and looks to me. This is the third episode in my new Day in the Life series, these quiet glimpses into my life here in Spain, where I'm slowly rebuilding everything from the inside out. These vlogs are already becoming way more than I expected. They're not just documenting my days, they're helping me hear myself, helping me realize how much I've been carrying inside, thoughts and beliefs and feelings and truths that have never really had a place to land. I started doing morning pages recently, an idea from Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. Just sitting down first thing in the morning and writing a full page, not for anyone else, not to produce anything, just to unclog my thoughts, to empty them out of my head and onto the paper. And I think that these voiceovers, these vlogs, and those morning pages are doing the same thing. They're creating space for things to surface, things I didn't even realize were still sitting quietly inside me. This morning as I was writing, I had a realization that really stopped me. I realized that I have now fully been stripped of all excuses. So since closing my marketing business, there is literally no one else's schedule. No expectations about when I wake up, no demands on who I need to be, no roles I need to perform. No one's waiting for me to prove anything or produce anything or perform anything. I'm no longer obligated to anyone else, no longer performing for acceptance, no longer shaping myself around external expectations. I have literally been stripped of all obligations, stripped of most responsibility, and that also strips me of excuses I realize I've been relying on for years. Writing this, I realized something really uncomfortable. I have definitely been manufacturing excuses for myself most of my life. And maybe you can relate to this. Quiet excuses, subtle excuses, blaming circumstances, blaming timing, blaming other people, blaming responsibilities that I had. Reasons why I couldn't wear the thing, say the thing, be the thing, or do the thing. But now, there is nothing left to hide behind. Just me alone with myself. And that led me to another thought. Maybe what I see when I look in the mirror was never about having a sense of style. Maybe it wasn't that I didn't know who I was. Maybe I just couldn't see her clearly yet. Maybe this chapter isn't about finding myself. Maybe it's about being stripped back to myself. Without performance, without pretense, without ego, without excuses. Just me seeing me and being me. Because the truth is, I already have the clothes, I have the jewelry, I have the lipstick, I have the style. I have those versions of myself that I have just kept waiting, kept hidden in my cupboard. But maybe it was never about becoming someone new. Maybe it was about dropping the fear, dropping the performance, dropping the hiding, and allowing myself to exist honestly, just as me. Wearing whatever I want when I want. Being visible when and how I want. Taking up the space when and how I want. Not because I'm trying to find my style or find myself anymore, but because I'm no longer trying to disappear to please others. Even my body, I can see it now so clearly. My body has been a part of that story. I've been carrying extra weight, that extra layer, the protection, the padding. Not because I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to eat or how to exercise, because the truth of the matter is I didn't feel safe enough to let it go. But I do now. I feel safe now. I feel safe to be seen, safe to exist fully as me, and safe to stop hiding. If you've made it this far through the video, please leave a peach emoji in the comments so I can see that you are here with me. So after all of this contemplation, I'm left with this question. Who are we when we're stripped of everything? There are no excuses, no timelines, no obligations, no expectations, no one else to blame. If we didn't exercise, if we didn't wear that thing, if we didn't say the thing, if we didn't do the thing, who is responsible then? Just me. And there's something terrifying in that, but also something incredibly freeing. No matter where you are in your life, anything that you've put in the way of doing what you want to do, it's just that, a manufactured excuse. Yes, my external circumstances have meant that I am literally stripped of all responsibility and obligation, but I've also realized all of the excuses I've fabricated were made up by myself, for myself. I was hiding. Today I got my hair cut. Nothing dramatic, but it really felt symbolic to me. Quite a signal to myself that I'm no longer hiding in plain sight, that I'm allowed to exist fully now. I'm allowed to show up as myself, not the performed version eager to please others, the real version, the real me. And maybe some of this resonates with you too. Maybe you've been hiding parts of yourself. Maybe you've been carrying excuses that you've made for yourself. Maybe you've been waiting for permission. If you relate to any of this, share a thumbs up emoji below, or if you feel that you can, share your own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the comments. I would love to know that I am not alone in this, and I know that we go further and faster when we go together. For now, I'm just sitting with all of this and letting it unfold slowly, letting myself become visible to myself first, letting the outside catch up with the inside, one quiet step at a time. Thank you for being here with me. I will see you on Sunday for my next day in the life vlog. But for now, I'm going to go and live the rest of my day fully as myself. I'll see you next time. Bye.